So fellow quacks, it's sketchbook tour time, and I'm actually really happy with how the sketchbook came out. I was gonna finish like the entirety of it, but I just kind of lost motivation near the end, which is something that happens often, but you'll see throughout the entire sketchbook that I think I kind of exhausted myself creatively because I was having so much fun with it. I was worried I was cursed with it though, because as you can see with the cover, initially I made like a video about decorating it and it turned out really badly. So the fact that it turned out really nice near the end is actually really cool. So let's just dive right in. So basically the theme was like some sort of glow-in-the-dark, mad science-y sort of theme, but it just, like for the cover and stuff, but it just didn't work out. Anyway, this is just a collage of stuff. These is all old art. This particular here is so ugly. I don't know, it's like from like 2017 I think or something like that, so yikes. And must be from like maybe 2017, 2016, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, a lot of old art. I just wanted something that was very cutesy and pink. This page makes me sad. This is why I don't really sketch in pencil anymore, because when I do, it smudges, and I know that the solution is to put something over top of it, but I just don't want to do that because it's a sketchbook, not like a finished art piece. But yeah, it was an art shade with a friend, and yeah, this is actually old art that I had glued into the page and then I cut around it. But yeah, I just kind of added all this extra stuff because I was just like, you know, this needs something. Because like, because it was sort of like this art piece that I had, and I took it off, and I like took all the parts off of it because it was like falling apart, and I was okay with it because it was mostly like collage material that was like printed out and whatnot. So her like arms came off and whatnot. Her mouth was messed up, so that's why I covered it with all this, so that way it could cover the mistakes, and now it looks like this cutesy body horror thing going on. So yeah, this is a weird idea that I had, where I was like, oh, what if Philtea and Neverlove had a kid? Obviously this was before I redesigned Neverlove. Well, the redesign isn't that drastic, but still, yeah, basically it would be a baby girl named Philomena, and Philtea will be doting, and then Neverlove will be really awkward and cold because they would not know how to parent, so Philtea will be the better parent. And yeah, Philomena would just kind of look like, you know, obviously a fusion of Philtea and Neverlove, but mostly with Neverlove's face, but like Philtea's like pretty features, I guess. I don't know. So this is like some art that I redrew from like this person on Twitter, and here's a little duo Blue Birthday in that style. I don't know, I can't remember the artist's name, but I just really like the style. It was very simplistic, had this like messy but like really storybook like quality to it that I just really loved, so I wanted to redraw it. And then some little pet shop doodles. I really like this. I saw this on Pinterest or Twitter, I think, and I just wanted to redraw it in my style. I really like this page. So more collage stuff. So sometimes I would draw something on a page, and then I would just take a bunch of old art and just slap it on if I didn't know what else to draw on the page. So that's how I filled up the page so quickly, and that's how my sketchbooks finish so easily, because that's what I do with a lot of these pages. So yeah, this is all old art, and this is like the recent art. And then over here, this is a redraw from this artist that I really like on Instagram. Her name is Pixie Blood, and she makes these really cool sculptures, and I was so in love with this sculpture that I wanted to redraw it in my style, and it's so cute and so pretty. And I was doing like this sort of thing where I was sketching it out and using like this neon colored pencil as like kind of the base for it, and it looked so cool and pretty, and I want to use it more, but my colored pencil is like already starting to get really small because of how much I've used it, so I'm kind of afraid to continue doing that sort of thing. But I just love how this came out. It's so cute, and I love the artist. Go support the artist. She makes really cool sculptures. Some kind of low effort Chikawa fan art. There is some Chikawa fan art, but it's a little cursed. Yeah, I don't know, I got into Chikawa, I don't know, just my friends kept talking about it. I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch Chikawa, jeez. So then I started to, and I fell in love because they're so adorable. Hachiwari is my favorite. I love them so much. And Usagi is also great. I love them all, but like these two are definitely my favorite. Chikawa is definitely cute as well, but like these two just, every time I see Hachiwari, I just start smiling because I'm just like, oh, it's Hachiwari. Hi, Hachiwari, how are you? Like, it just makes my heart warm. Like, this is such a cute series. Anyway, so this page I really love. It's like one of my favorites. It was just something random, like some sort of surreal thing going on. So this was based on a sculpture I saw on Pinterest of like Mary, I guess, with like a Care Bear on her head, and then these stars that I saw with like this weird face. And these symbols are just some random shit that I just put around because I wanted to make it like look interesting and kind of surreal and alien, I guess. It has no meaning. And then this is supposed to be like a Triclops character praying. I don't know, it was really weird, but I just like the vibes of this. Like, I don't know, the entire sketchbook is just very weird and very experimental. You'll see later on, but yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites. Some sketches, and then this is actually humanized fan art of Rocco from Chikawa, because I love him as well. He's one of my favorites, because I saw him and I was like, he just feels like he would be, if he was human, he'd be like a Dragon Quest looking dude. And when I heard his voice for the first time, I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't expect him to sound so like handsome, I guess, so I wanted to draw him like as a handsome swordsman. And every time like he would do that, have that thing happen where like there'd be a scene where he would eat something, he would do like the cute face squishing thing. I was like, oh my gosh, I love him so much. This series is so freaking cute. Please watch Chikawa. Like, you can binge it. It's like every episode is like a minute long. It's so cute. This is the collage page of these onion characters I saw on Pinterest. I did little acrylic marker of the tears, and I added the eyebrows and the eyelashes, but yeah, and this was just something that was from the container of chopped onion that we had. It ran out, so I just took the label off and put it in here, and yeah, just something. And this is from a book, just kind of about this onion chick just lamenting about that she's an onion. I don't know why the concept of like an onion-headed character crying is just so like interesting to me. I guess it's really contradictory because it's like onions make you cry, and then it's like imagine being an onion. I don't know. Like, as I said before, this sketchbook is very like experimental and weird. Well, this page is really, really fun, like the spread. This is actually something I drew on my birthday. It's really cute stick figure doodle, very blue. And then this is actually old art, and this is an old OC, and I just took a bunch of stuff. I bought tea, and I just really liked the box, so I just put this together as a collage, and it's really cute. I really love how purple and pink it is. So this is actually just like a quick, well, it wasn't that quick, but I just kind of like did this redraw of this painting. I think it was called like The Watcher in the Night or something like that, and it was really cool looking, but like I went to redraw it as Philotea and Blue Birthday, but like instead of it being more of like a guardian angel watching over a child in like a nice way, it's Philotea watching over Blue Birthday in an ominous way, like he's gonna kill him. And yikes, he definitely looks very scary. Like, the original did look scary too, but like I wanted to make him look more ominous and like a, yeah, he's definitely waiting to like kill this person way. So yeah, and Blue Birthday like looks a little disturbed in his sleep because of the original. The kid that was sleeping looked more peaceful. So yeah, this was just also just the way to practice lighting. That's why I used the limited palette, because I was just feeling a little lazy, but I also wanted to like practice some things. So yeah, this is just the collage page of stuff, just kind of a sleepy theme. This is actually an old OC named Cosmo, and I've been redesigning him for like ages, and I'm debating on bringing him back for like a multitude of reasons. But yeah, like he is definitely a fun OC that I've had, and this is really, really, really old art, and I remember that I drew him on like this paper, and for some reason I guess there was like markers that bled through, and it left this like really cool looking effect. I don't know how it happened though, so like I don't know how to recreate it, but it looks really cool. So yeah, I just kind of based the entire spread based on that. So we have spoken for fan art, except I don't like how this dress looks. It's a little uneven. But yeah, this song was really good. I love it so much. It was a really good song. It was really relatable. I was like, oh, this song. But yeah, it was such a good song. I wanted to draw fan art of it. It looks a little wonky because I kind of messed up in the face, and I had to like fix it with acrylic marker a couple of times. And then here we have something. I was just trying to experiment with like a comic of sorts. It's supposed to be Mother Ethel and Alice, and Mother Ethel is brushing her hair, and then Alice says something, Mother Ethel says something, then Alice gets kind of upset, and then Mother Ethel says something, or Alice says something, then Mother Ethel's shocked, and then Alice is upset, and then that's it. I don't know what they say, but I guess it's something about her hair or whatever, but yeah. I was just trying to practice with like expressions and angles and blah blah blah, because I'm not good at making comics. So I was just trying to do something like that, and it turned out alright. I mean, it's really rough though. So then we have the cute ship idea they came up with of Mystery Me and Precious Tulip. So yeah, Precious Tulip was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute, and then she's kissing Mystery Me, and I don't know, it was just really weird, but I think it's a cute ship. And then we have Melrock down here, and he looks really pissed, and I don't know why his teeth got longer, but yeah, he's really upset because I guess someone asked him something, and he's like, "You don't serve that shit here." Like, what would they ask for him to respond like that? That's so funny. This page, I love this page. This is so cute. So this was like, actually a sketch from like a previous sketchbook that I had from like, I think maybe a few months or a year ago, and I just cut it out. I finished the art while I was outside drawing, and then I glued it in here, and then I just added all this other stuff, and I had this cool idea of like a Swan Lake Princess Tutu inspired story, but like I kind of held off on it because like my brain just got caught up with other ideas. But I really love like the idea of these two as being like a couple, but like kind of a doomed Yuri sort of thing going on. I don't know. I'm still working on that, but yeah, I just love these two. This is definitely one of my favorite pages. Usagi jump scare. Okay, yeah, so this is the page where I drew like cursed Chikawa fan art, and Chikawa is actually the most normal. Usagi looks terrible. I don't know, I just like, there was a conversation with my friends and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna draw Chikawa characters, but I'm gonna make them look awful. And then Hachiwari looks so terrible. It's like, oh my gosh. And then this is Momonga. Oh my gosh, I just, because of the way the ears looked, I was just like, I'm gonna make them look like they have human ears, and it's just no, it looks so gross. And then the tail. Oh gosh. And this is Takopi, that one octopus from that one anime, but the face looks so stupid. It's not even that disturbing, it just looks goofy. And then over here, I was trying to like prove that I can make seals, because like seals are like the popular animal of the internet right now, look cursed, and they end up looking more cute if anything. So I was just like, okay. I particularly like this one because I like how scrunched up the face is, and this one is actually kind of weird in a cute way. This one is not even that bad, it actually just looks slightly cursed, and this one again doesn't even look that bad, so yeah. And then here we have just some cursed fan art of some anime character, but like I was trying to like, basically for all this I was trying to like meet Canyon-fy a bunch of characters basically. So this is more my attempt to like make cursed art of like the Chikawa characters, except this was not that bad because they don't have faces, and I felt like giving them faces would kind of ruin it, so I just contorted their bodies, and they don't even look that bad if I'm gonna be honest. These were the Pajama Parties characters. That episode, like that whole arc can be so sad. Anyway, so then this is more art of those Swan Lake Princess Tutu inspired characters. My initial idea was that they were kind of like forcefully transforming it to like a swan and a raven or something like that, but I changed it up a little bit, but again, that's lore and stuff for like another day. But yeah, something like this was my initial idea, because I kind of like the idea of being kind of like a mix of like magical girl, body horror, or something like that. Yikes, things get more cursed. Okay, so this page is a flop, but I don't like it. It was nice looking in a sketch, but I messed it up, and I'm so mad. And then this was something I did while I was at the beach for a day. Yeah, I just doodled this because I was walking the boardwalk. I walked the entire boardwalk. By the time I got to the end, I got a call from my parents, and they're like, oh yeah, where are you at? I was like, oh, I walked to the end of the boardwalk. So I waited until they could drive to the end of the boardwalk to pick me up, and then we went home. And then I doodled this in the car, and it's just yikes. I do like the color palette though. Like, this is a really nice color palette. But this is supposed to be Usagi. Again, more cursed art. I'm not sure what's going on here, but you know what? We're just gonna ignore that and move on. So this is Mondo and Celestia from Danganronpa, because my friend likes Celestia from Danganronpa. And then here we have just some old art, and there's some random shit here. I don't know. This was just like random thing that I just doodled around, because like sometimes I draw something on a page and I'm like, alright, let me just put some random pattern and then collage, and that's it. So then here we have cute art, my OC. Alright, this name pisses me off, but I know it's funny because I named the character myself. Putidun, yeah, I know that's how you say it, but you can call them Ruru because that name is just Anyway, so Dune is a sugar fairy, and for some reason I just wanted to draw them with cinnamon roll, and it's just really cute. They're really adorable. I love them. Okay, finally, some not cursed Chikawa fan art. Instead, it's Chikawa but punk, and I honestly really like this. It's really cute. They all look adorable, and they don't look like they're cursed or look like they came out of a Meat Candy cartoon. This honestly goes kind of hard, because look at Chikawa's face. Bro is literally like, yeah, that's right, we're punks. And everyone else is super cutesy and happy. Also, the boots, oh my gosh. Like, I love how I made their arms so short as well, but their legs are actually, like, long. But, like, my headcanon is that their feet are short, but their feet are like on top of something, so that way like it appears that their legs are longer. Random collage stuff. This is just some art where I tried to draw, I think with my left hand, but then I went back and refined it, so it has this like messy yet really cool look to it, which I really like. This page is a little lackluster. Well, at the bottom it looks pretty nice. I love the stick figure doodle. I just love the face. And then the hair, it's like Tim Burton but punk. Anyway, so this is actually a doll based on a dream that I had. It was a very weird dream. Let's just say basically I was in this like store that was like, if Hot Topic and Pinterest like fused together to make a store of really cool alt fashion or something like that. Like if you took Pinterest collages and Pinterest boards and you made it like into a store, and there were like these dolls, and I remember this was the doll's outfit, and I love it so much. Like genuinely, this is such a cute outfit. And I think the hat was like, had like this music print on it, but anyway. And then also in the dream there was like this violinist who had this weird looking hair, and he was like sick or whatever. He couldn't perform, and apparently every time he performed he would get sick. And then he had this friend who was like comforting him, and I was like, you know, they look little, you know. So I just drew them because I was like, this could be a nice idea for a character, but I didn't. I haven't fleshed them out or anything. I'm not sure if I will, but I do like the concept of like nervous violinist and his supportive friend. This was a commissioned sketch, but I did it in my sketchbook because I was feeling particularly lazy and I didn't want to do it digitally, so I decided to just sketch it traditionally and then just do the line work digitally and do everything else from there. So this page is just some random collage shit. I'm not gonna comment. This is just cutouts. This page though, I love this page. It's so cute. So this was supposed to be like some sort of kids book inspired character that was in my head that I thought was really cute, so I wanted to draw them out. Kind of a candy cane elf creature, and then a bunch of strawberries for some reason, even though candy canes aren't really like associated with strawberries, but I guess pink, so therefore strawberry. But yeah, this page is really adorable and I love it. So this was inspired by that one image where it was captioned how supposed to be called the girl by a bad bitch, and the bad bitch in question is Precious Tulip, which is really funny because she's like the cutest, most coquettish looking person ever. She doesn't really give off baddie energy. In fact, it's Mystery Meat that looks like the baddie here, but like, okay. Anyway, it's just really cute. And I just wanted to draw them like this because it was funny. I don't like this page. I'm just gonna continue. I tried my best. I wanted to do more with it, but I just could not. So these were the collages I did for the RX video. So I'm not gonna comment too much on these just because you can watch the video yourself. So yeah, I like these collages though. This is definitely one of my favorites. Oh wait, and this was also my favorite. I don't like this one though. Okay, holy moly. So, I know I say like, oh, this page is my favorite, this page is my favorite. This is one of my favorite pages. This might be my #1 favorite. I love it so much. So this is based on a figure I saw at Goodwill's, and I really liked the style of it. It had this like cartoonish, sort of bubbly proportions, and I just thought it was really cute. So I wanted to redraw it in my style, but I wanted to make it more cutesy, and it just came out so adorable. And then I just drew a bunch of stuff that I had saved on my phone of like weird things that kind of fit the energy of it, which was like sort of this girly cute thing. And also I love how this came out. This took a couple minutes. Like this definitely was hard, but like it was worth it in the end because it turned out so good. I love this as well. I made a character based off of it because I love the concept of like a fishbowl fish. It just, like, again, weird stuff in this book, but like weird in a cool way. And this was just some weird thing I saw on Pinterest, and then this was something weird I saw on Pinterest, and then this was also something that I saw on Pinterest. I wouldn't say it's weird though. And then this page was just more weird stuff, I guess. This is like a figurine that I saw that I wanted to draw, like also to practice with rendering with the acrylic markers that I got from Artix recently because I really fell in love with them. And then this was also like practice as well. And I decided to put I'm So Rotten here, but like, I'm not sure why. I guess it just, this is also marks the like weird phase I've been going through where I'm just like drawing something and then I add like some text, but the text is like mildly dark or like kind of ominous in some sort of way or whatever. And then here's So Rotten. I like the font that I drew in it. And then this is a rotten apple. Then we have this page where it's Sweet Face and Bitter Soul. The only reason why I made it look like this is because I messed up on the face so much and I was getting really frustrated, so I just decided, alright, make it edgy because I can't stand this anymore. But this is really cute, and again, this is me practicing with rendering, and this is one of those Calico Critters because like this new thing came out where it was like the Calico Critters, but like there were sweets themed. It was like, oh, that's so cute, I want to redraw this. So I did, and also it's been helping me with the rendering. So that's cool. And then here we just have some random shit because I didn't know what to draw here. Well, I mean, I drew something, but I just didn't like it, so I covered it up. This was me attempting to give Melrock a brother because I thought it would be a cool idea to make like a brother for Melrock that's like kind of stupid but pizza themed or something like that. Like maybe he runs a pizza shop or he just is a lazy dude that likes pizza, but I didn't really follow through with it because, yeah. So I just added a bunch of random old art and just tacked it on here. So this is Kai Sang Lung's inspired art because I really love the Labubu art like from him because I think it's really cool. I mean, it seems like he's cool with like the sort of commercialization of like the Labubus, but it definitely is weird how like it was something that felt like it should have been alts, but like it kind of became popular with like people who also are into Stanley cups and matcha lattes rather than like people who are into like literally anything outside of that. So it's just really weird, I guess. I don't really mind if people like it. I think they're cute. I consider getting one because I remember when I was at the beach a few weeks ago, I did see some. I think they were fakes though, but like they were cute, not gonna lie. But yeah, like his art though was really adorable, so I went to draw like some art inspired by it. And Melrock does look like a Labubu. I love this page, but like it makes me sad because the commenter pointed out that this, like I showed the reference image, they said it was AI, and I was like, oh man. But like you really can't tell that it was inspired by AI. Like it's so stylized that like we're just gonna pretend that this was not redrawn from an AI image that I didn't think was AI, because I remember seeing like those sea slug type creatures and I was like, oh, they look so cute that you'd think that they were AI or photoshopped, but they're not. So that's why I didn't really consider that. But yeah, it really sucks that everything is AI now. But on a positive note, more Calico Critters and whimsy and magic. Like this is like a new phase I'm going through right now. It's like the whimsy core phase, I guess. This is my whimsical era, guys. I hope you like it. It's really fun for me. I'm having a great time, as you can tell. So this spread introduced the wonderful Fragwig. I love this dude. He's so silly. So I went out for like a walk to draw, and while I was out, I sat down and I just drew this character that popped into my head, and I was like, you know what? Interesting monster idea. So I decided to name him Fragwig. I don't know why. It just popped into my head. I was like, Fragwig. That's an interesting name. So I decided to name him that, and that's what happened. So he became an OC pretty much overnight. And I didn't like how this page came out because I was trying to do watercolors, and apparently this sketchbook does not handle watercolors the best. So I decided to cover it with Fragwig. Gave him some weird rings just to cover up some things, and yeah, he's like this shop owner that owns a shop that's basically an inconvenience store. So basically, it's like a gag gift shop where you can go there and buy like things that are basically meant to be an inconvenience. So like, for example, you would buy like shoes that would make you walk too fast, or like an umbrella that rains on you, pretty much. Like gifts like that. He also sells stuff from like his world because he came from another world, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna also sell like souvenirs from my world to this world. So you ever have an idea and you're like, wow, this idea is really cool in your head, but then you draw it and you're like, this idea is kind of shit. So that's what happened with this. So basically my idea was that Blue Birthday was gonna have this really cool outfit where it was like not invited, like on his pants, and it was gonna be like this cake with an X over it, and it was supposed to be like directed at Philatea, like, you're not invited to my party. I feel like it went hard in my head, but like the execution did not turn out well. So yeah, and this was supposed to be like him but older, and I gave him longer hair. I just wasn't vibing with this. I guess this page just kind of was just not going well, so I was just like, you know what, I give up. So this was a recent page that I did. I made a video on it where I was talking about like some weird stuff that happened when I was in high school, because it was back to school season. Well, it still is, but like, you know, I was just like, oh, it's back to school. I want to talk about school, talk about some tea. So I made it very kidcore themed, and this is based on an outfit that I saw. And I was like, oh, this is so cute. I love it. So I wanted to redraw it in my style. We're actually getting pretty close near the end, so this was just a doodle of a character I got from a Toy House forum game. A fairy jester. I wanted to redraw them in a way where like they had more of an egg body type and they had more of a cartoonish proportions. And then this is a cutout from Life Makeover, a bunch of other cutouts and collage just to frame this because I didn't know what to draw on the page. And then this is some sketches like what I wanted the face of the fairy jester to look like. I ended up naming them Fee Fi Fo Fimble, which I know was really silly, but they're a pixie, which I know is funny because they're a fairy jester. But anyway, so I just thought that the name was cute because it fits their like Jester-like vibes, and yeah, I just like this page. It's really cute. Surprisingly, this is like one of the few pages where like I didn't really do too much in terms of decoration because I just didn't feel like it. So this spread is pretty fun. This was from a recent video where I talked about OC lore with Melrock, Mystery Meat, and Nugget. So if you want to watch that, you can. And then over here we have just some more collage stuff. And this is actually Kathy. I didn't know who Kathy was until a commenter pointed out that it was Kathy. I was like, oh, cool. So she's like a comic book character. And I just found a figurine of her on Pinterest and I wanted to redraw it because she is so adorable. I just love characters with this sort of face. Her eyes are way closer, but I was just like, I'm going to draw them close, but not too close. Because I was like, I want to draw it my style. I've also been obsessed with like this sort of rounds, I'm going to call it like rubber hose-ish style ever since I drew that figurine. So that's kind of why I was also drawing her like this. And yeah, the figurine had like a little thing on the bottom that said, yes, I'm single. So yeah, I was just like, oh, this is really cute. And this is a very pink page. I love it. More redraws of just like stuff I saw on Pinterest. Near the end, I kind of got a little lazy, I suppose. And I was just drawing random shit. This was just something I saw, like it was like a figure. It's like one of those glass things of like vintage animals. And then this was like from a drawing. I think it was like one of those old shoujo artworks. And then here, I don't think this is too bad to show. This is like a redraw of like this felt sculpture of like this character where she's like, her organs are out and there was like and then her intestines were just leashed on a snail creature. And I was like, oh, okay. So that was practicing with more of like the rubber hose cartoonish style a bit more here. I really love this one in particular. This was based on a doll that I saw and I thought it was really insanely cute. It's just like, yes, I love this face. I love this face so much. Like, this is the vibe that I was going for with this sort of style that I want to experiment with. Same with this one and this one as well. I just love it. It's so cute. And this, yeah, I'm not really a fan of her hand. I just drew over it because I was just like, I like the layered look. I do like how her hair looks though. I think it's pretty neat. So this is actually based on art from Junko Mizuno. It was a character from her book Pure Trance. On this channel, you probably realize I love Junko Mizuno's artwork. I'm insanely in love with her style. So I wanted to redraw a bunch of stuff and just add some strawberries and whatnot just because I was just like, you know what, I'm going to draw this. I drew this outside based on something I saw on Pinterest again. And this is Fragwig. This is Fragwig's evil brother. He's very evil and edgy, as you can tell, because he's flipping you off. And Fragwig's introducing you to Fragwig. He goes by Greg, and Greg hates everybody. And for some reason, I don't know why I made Greg look so... I don't know why he's got such like a nice figure. Like I guess I was trying to like make him look like the opposite of Fragwig. Like I was trying to make him look more sleek from like top to bottom, because like Fragwig has huge legs, so I thought making him have slimmer legs would look more interesting. But he just looks more slay. I don't know, but yeah, the Fragwig, everybody. He's the evil brother of Fragwig. We love Fragwig. Okay, these last few pages I kind of just gave up a little bit, but so this is just some doodles. This is Cursed, so this is Laszlo and Mother Ethel, because I recently found out how to figure out how to play Tomodachi Life on an emulator. But anyway, so Laszlo and Mother Ethel became a thing. I don't like that because And also Hatter is upset because, well, Mother Ethel and Hatter are in a relationship. Laszlo mirrored a relationship, so they basically cheat on each other. And I'm just confused because how the fuck did Laszlo fall for a woman? He's gay. So this is fan art of my persona Pulcella and Mitsuri because they both are pink and green, and because Mitsuri is one of my favorite Demon Slayer characters. I love her so much. She gets a lot of hate, and people, you know, always try to like say, oh, she's just about fan service and blah blah blah. No, she's more than that. She's more than that. I know she's not a super deep character, but she's special to me, and I love her so much, and I will not stand for slander of her. Something about this page doesn't spark inspiration. I'm leaving it empty. Baja Blast. I don't know why I put Baja Blast there, but yeah, I just didn't draw there. So this page I'm just not really a fan of because I had an idea that was really cool, but then like I tried to draw it and it just did not turn out right. So it's supposed to be like one of those Rococo type characters where she was gonna have like a guillotine in her big wig hair, but like it just didn't turn out right. So I ended up covering it up, and then I tried just doing regular art like a Rococo type character, but then her face just does not spark joy. I don't like how her face looks. Yikes. So I covered it up and I just made this page all cutesy and pink and whatnot. I do like the outside of it, but like the rest of it is just not really the best. Some Alice doodles where I was trying to experiment with like a style thing and drawing her from like a side profile, and then here we have Madeline who's just being cocky, I guess. I don't know, she's laughing. And this is the last page of the book because I just kind of gave up a little bit, you know. There was a few pages left, but I was just like, I'm done, you know. Like, you don't have to finish a sketchbook. Sometimes you just finish a book when you finish a book. I think I did a lot in this book anyway, so I think I deserve to finish it early. So yeah, this was just doodles and I covered it up. I didn't like the face on this, so I just glued this cutouts down and then just drew over with markers, and then yeah. I do like how this page came out. So this sketchbook was pretty fun. I definitely enjoyed it. Definitely would say that this is definitely one of my best sketchbooks so far. I'm definitely gonna look fondly back on it. I hope you guys enjoyed the rambling and the fun, weird pages and whatnot and experimentation. And I hope I make more of my art in the whimsy, weird style. So I'll see you guys later.